Does anyone have any plans? Because I think this might be a crash situation.
No. What are you talking about, Aerois?
Well, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think this might hit the ground and potentially kill everyone on board.
Well,
The young girl for the first time speaks, and she's like, I think telling us that the ship is about to crash is pretty alarming in the first place.
Okay,
She's right.
well, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Technically,
We're going to crash.
technically speaking,
Sentry.
What?
When you put food in, where does it go?
I don't put food in.
You don't?
No,
that would be a
You
waste
don't
of
need
food.
it?
I don't need food.
Oh, fantastic.
I can mimic the act of eating if it makes you feel
That's
more
just a
comfortable.
waste. That's a
absolutely do
waste
that.
of other people's food. No.
When we sit
Okay,
down
I
at
won't do
campfire,
You can
I
eat
want
Lucius's food.
I
There you
get, what about is Arbor
Hi.
okay? Does he need food?
I would like some food, yes, please.
Oh,
I can
are
give
we
Arbor
hunting
my
little
food.
rabbits?
Sounds like we need to either take out the sentries quietly, or
Going guns blazing.
or do something.
What's the name of the guns in this?
Thunderstone.
Going thunderstones blazing.
Well, I've got one.
Thunderstone's rumbling.
Going thunderstones rambling.
Nice.
Retcon 3 times.
You read about wild elf fans a lot.
Probably. I lost a lot of my books in the last town.
What town?
Wherever we were before.
Ew.
Imexan.
That makes sense.
I had to trade in some. I had to send them back home because I don't know what you guys are like, but you know when you just stay somewhere and there's books, you just buy them and then read them, and then you're trying to travel, but you have too many books, so I send them home.
Yes, no.
No,
Yeah,
just me. Okay.
Around Aerois, so
Think of all the things we could find there.
Nova, I think you might have missed a little bit of that.
It's gone
It's
though.
not
No,
there.
it's not there on the surface, but it's got to go somewhere, right?
Underwater?
Yeah.
It's sunken?
Well, that one is in a massive crater, which, by the way, sucks for them. But
Well-
this one, yeah, water. There's a lot of water around there.
No one's ever explored. We could go explore. I can hold my breath
For how long?
a very long time.
More than, say, 2 or 3 hours? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Eric and Ashley, hi.
Yeah, I can't do that. So,
That's not a thing anyone else
that's a
can
solo
do.
trip, my friend.
And she goes like, all right, well, I'll leave you folks to the evening, but take care. And she like gets out and she calls back. She's like, Rosalina, I'm gonna go deal with Brett's boys. Okay, thank you, Gail. And then just you hear like a slamming of the door, and then like a, hey, you doing? What you doing, Gail? You feeling bigger out of town? And then like thump, 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 and like some shouts and cries, and then that's it. You don't hear anything
Well,
else.
I think that's all dealt with. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna burst in holding the laser beam going, I've got it!
You like covered in soot and stuff.
Maybe
as
a little
well.
bit of like,
Yeah.
like glass.
scorch mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Sentry! I just walled-eyed look at you. Sentry, would you like the laser on your arm?
yes, but please be careful.
I will be very careful.
I like hold my arm out. Like I'm
So
ready.
if you want Sentry, you can take a long rest because you're just
Yeah.
sat there doing nothing.
Fantastic.
Nova, make
Oh shit.
an intelligence check with proficiency. So D20 plus proficiency
Puts it on
plus
backwards.
intelligence. Well, if our business is done, fuck off.
Wow.
I like him.
Okay, well, see you later now.
I like the high elf, the wild elf, and the guardian.
Oh, thank you.
She doesn't talk that much. He hasn't said a bloody word. She's not said a bloody word. That's what I like. You're irritating. Goodbye.
I get that a lot.
Nice to meet you.
Less liking you less and less, guardian.
Thank you so much for helping. You've been amazing.
It's awful.
Maybe it's just the way that we have magic as part of us rather
Yes.
than something external.
I don't think it's anything wrong with you.
That's good, at least.
I just think we need to maybe define it a little more. But speak
And
to
by
Ned.
defining it, you mean let me
Experimenting.
coming on adventures and testing my magic, right? Lucius?
I look.
Like Quill? She looks at you and you can see that like she's got quite a bright face. You've only ever really seen Val looking quite quiet, but when she's kind of talking about coming on adventures, you can see her little eyes light up.
Go ahead if you feel like that's the right choice.
I just don't want to be presumptuous.
It's not presumptuous.
My mom always said to share.
Unless it was in the case of her freshly baked winterberry cake, in which case it's everyone for themselves. But we should share.
Well, I mean, we've done a lot for this town already. If we give the blacksmith the hammer, all the better for them. But, I mean, we have to get something out of it.
Okay, well, you just seem to be the unofficial leader of this group, so I just wanted to ask you.
I'm the what now?
I don't know, you seem to be the most clued up one. No offense, Sentry.
What? You agree? I'm clued up? I'm terrified, like, all the time. I'm scared just having this conversation.
Okay, sorry.
No, I mean, I'm consistently on edge. Well, I'm just wary that if they see a walking, talking structure of their creation,
I mean,
they
the
might
Sentry does
see-
stand out, I will give you that. In a good way,
Oh, thank you.
see?
Thank you.
But yes, I think Nova's the best choice here.
You're outstanding in a field.
You look terrified now, Birdie. With that scar on your face.
It's covered, at least. Is it bleeding? Is it...
I mean, you've got weird herbs kind of sticking out of the fabric.
Either
And
that-
it's weeping.
It's weeping.
It's weeping a bit.
I think I'm weeping.
That's
That's
okay.
me, not the scar.
It's okay to cry.
Nova?
I've been crying non-stop.
Maybe.
Maybe that's a good approach.
Doesn't give a damn who she belongs to or whatever. All I know is that there's a price on her head that would set me and my family up for life, and I've worked damn hard to give my family a good life. I'm not gonna let some snotty fucking alien bastards or weird elves come in and take that opportunity from me.
I'm not sure how good a life your family has. Surely you've heard about your son.
Anyway, I'm terrified now. Remember,
Good,
it's her.
good,
I'm
good.
interested in the part about playing our magic.
Yes, why don't you ask her how it works?
I will, because I want to travel to other worlds.
Then figure out what went wrong and don't do that.
Well, maybe there's devices and other things in this place.
Let's go!
Sounds like a let's go situation.
It is.
Be careful, because I'm entering my own legendary story from my childhood. It's quite traumatic.
Everything's traumatic to you, Lucius. Come on.
It's true.
You're not wrong.
You hear like a thump from outside. You look out the side and you see Arvel like sitting like on the, like flat on his back. Like, ah!
Wait, are you looking outside now?
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
Ayla! Ayla, hey!
See Quill like waving from downstairs.
I just can't. what do we do?
I mean, you can use message to communicate.
Oh yeah, like
You
point,
just be like-
point to Ayla and say, I will just fell out the fucking window.
And so you see Sentry like swinging on the rope, like hanging out the wall.
Waving. Yes, well done. I can fucking see that.
I'm going to go to the store.
Can we?
Right
can
now.
we meet you?
Well, if you want to do that, sure. I don't recommend you go to the store.
Why
No
not? I'm a
offense.
delight.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure
Gonna
you
keep
are.
saying it
but-
until people start believing it.
Yeah, people around
Hey.
here.
One. One down.
I mean, I'm happy to believe it.
Good.
2.
Hey, numbers going up. 3. Winner.
Bauer just puts a hand up. I believe it.
Oh, everything's coming up.
All
Ayla.
right, Lucius, why don't you let me go to the store?
Say, for example, we've gone on a very weird tangent, and these people are actually normal and nice, and they just have a alarm for their trapdoor because that's where their storehouse is. And we are
True.
just breaking and entering at this point.
Well, why are they chanting spooky chants?
Why do they have symbols?
Starbane symbols.
Yeah.
That's not a
There
thing
could
that
be a strange. I mean, that's not exactly illegal.
It's not, but it's pretty suspicious.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm being devil's advocate.
I get
here.
what you're saying. If you distrust me, then perhaps that will be a way to prove my power. You will have some degree of control over what I can do.
That's a tempting bargain. Read a book about demons and crossroads.
I am not some fiend. Those were Starbane's forces. I am an Eterna. I am different.
I've never been in a relationship before. All right. Okay.
That was a joke.
Yes.
I have not heard jokes.
Yes,
so
just
long.
joking. I've been in many relationships before. Yep.
And it is amusing that you think that that is what it would be. Hey! And he looks over, he's like, He looks at the shield. Solvent, right?
Yeah, Yes. You,
Thought I recognized you, Sentry.
yeah.
I remember hearing about you. We did a little tour over in Solvin once. I learned some tracking techniques while I was there. They were making a big fuss about you protecting the family there for a change. You were like top of the line.
Yeah, I'm the royal family's guard. Yeah.
Well, fancy that. Never figured I'd meet a celebrity in my time, but great to see you.
Celebrity.
She's a celebrity.
Oh, she's one of the top class models. One of the most, one of the
Really?
best designs ever made in Solvin. They were famed for their Guardian designs, all their weapons and technology.
It's better than sleeping outside the city.
That's true. Okay.
We've literally slept on the ground.
I mean, you could go and stay at a different inn if you want.
I don't want. No, that's
but
very
be on your
dangerous.
own, exactly.
I'll bring some cleaning equipment.
Do you know how to use
right.
it?
No, but someone will. I'll pay them.
You could just learn and become an independent man.
I'll do it. You can pay me.
Yes.
I don't think you would want to clean.
I'll just take the money. I'll just. It's fine.
I can hear whispering. Quite big ears.
You do, yeah.
Yes.
Is there a second place prize?
For the grand tournament? Oh, yes, of course. Second and third.
And third. If 3 of us compete and we come first, second, and third, that's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
I believe that would be, I think it's 5,000 for second and about 3,000 for third.
Wow.
And the statistical probability of that?
Of you winning? She's just genuinely like... And whilst they don't necessarily give you suspicious looks, there is looks of unease amongst everybody.
Yeah.
This always happens. Come
Well,
to a town, you meet the field warden,
I mean, no offense,
something happens.
but it's always happened since I've met up with you lot. I was
Maybe we should call ourselves the outcasts.
the losers.
No. I mean, we
I feel
always
like a
solve
loser.
the
Troublemakers.
Troublemaker. We make a lot of trouble.
Foreigners.
I mean, we eventually get to this point where we come outside, the sky is dark, and everyone's miserable. You're just gonna smash things.
Yeah, I'll just like hurt the people who wrong you. Like
Okay.
I'll be like your security guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll
That's me.
try not to lose another eye in Spell Clash.
That'd be
That
very
was like
detrimental.
that. Actually, he's 2 body parts down already. That's very true.
Don't make it worse.
That's far too
we should
brash a
we
statement.
shouldn't lose any more.
It's okay.
Maybe
I'll-
it's a bad idea.
it's fine. I'll
maybe we
exploit it. Maybe I'll.
It's a shield.
Do you want to take my hammer with you?
Yeah, no, I won't be able to carry that. It's
Yeah, no,
huge.
that's true, you won't.
I'll exploit it. I'll go into the arena like, oh, owie, everything hurts,
Ooh,
and
that's
then
a
bam,
I like that.
guiding
That's a
lights.
tactic.
That's a good facade.
And maybe my name could be like miserable little Birdman, and everyone will just immediately feel bad for me. Echo, good or bad?
Okay,
Can't communicate. He's just...
Okay,
one beep for good, 2 beeps for bad. So good, they're fine.
how's Sentry? How's Lucius? How's Breeze?
Do we have to get them out? I think that was a yes, because that's good, right? Like, good,
How's my
yes.
left eye?
Is that the broken one?
Okay. Okay,
That's a
brilliant.
good test. Good test.
Okay. I feel like I should be more worried about the dark creatures than the fire, but
I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
It could be a nightmare, you know?
Yeah.
Could
a
be just-
recurring nightmare.
Could be you worrying about the fact that Kelly's rest is falling into despair, and it could be a manifestation
Yeah.
that interrupted the chat with Hesper.
And there's no nearby gods that are rising to power that have a really big interest in fire.
No.
Oh, wait. Palador.
Sarcastic bird is sarcastic.
What's attaching the bell at the top?
I'd say it's probably attached by very thick ropes. Oh no, it would be a chain to the roof and then a pulley. How would you? Yeah, because the ropes would be attached to the bit in the middle, right? That's how they make them climb.
Communicate this idea.
If I heated the chain,
Yes,
would
it would be
melt?
weak enough that somebody could strike it and break it.
Everybody up! I'm gonna drop the bell. Yes.
Okay. He might have been like, I'm taking this back.
You guys have got to cut around a 7-foot guardian person. You can't move me around for a week.
Ayla can.
Love
Ayla
it.
can. Yeah.
10 minutes.
I got you.
Ayla can literally be like,
Something like that.
I know what you mean. The Gold Tooth is more like a trade vessel. We sail around and trade bits here and there, go out looking for treasure, and then my bastard brother stole my ship and my crew and ruined everything.
Okay.
But it's a good life.
But it's a good life.
Right.
Life is good right now until I get my gold, then I will get my ship.
So there's a brief pause. The sentry unit is one of a kind. Bring it to the city of glass. My messengers will guide the way.
Messengers.
The city of glass.
He told us about Callus, about what we know about the gods. He doesn't know what he meant, but Callus is gaining incredible power very quickly, and he'll apparently have the ability to take over Savona very soon.
Excuse me, Callus Starbane?
I'm also quite curious about that.
Excuse me?
So,
What? What?
how much will it cost for you to pretend I didn't say that?
The stairs, as you get to the top, you hear this kunk. The stairs lock into a slide. You slide into Lucius, knocking him back into the water. And the portcullis slams
Hey, let's
down.
just go.
That's hilarious.
But seriously, give me your hand.
One by
like that
one,
river.
Ayla just like helps you all up.
It's like that river you fell into, remember, Ayla?
Oh yeah, really? And then as I pull him up, I'll just drop him back.
You get dropped.
What river? Was it like the room you fell in? Oh.
Please. I've only got one arm, I can't swim.
Oh yeah, he can go into someone's body, and I figure since you're the squishiest.
Why would
Gives you protection.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yes. It will not harm either of us.
What about when he wants you to leave his body? Do you just leave?
I will gladly depart.
Before you do,
Yes.
what's your favorite color?
Strange question, but perhaps dark blue, like the night sky.
Dark blue doesn't quite align, unfortunately. But that's fine. How do you feel about burnt orange?
I have no preference.
They're complementary on the spectrum of color.
That's true.
Yes.
I feel like we'd be
Very well,
great for each other.
if you are sure.
As long as you are.
Yes.
Will I feel anything?
He possesses your body. Are you resisting?
No.
And he possesses you. A potion of longevity. Also, Ayla picked up the following in the altar room. 10 pressed silver bars worth 100 gold each. And a platinum statue of Siaska worth 1,000 gold.
Jeffrey, that's so much money!
Reality
That
is
was 2,000 gold.
The DM taketh away, the DM giveth back.
Worth it! Kidding.
Guys,
Okay.
let's go to the Aerois equivalent of Las Vegas and just live it up.
Yeah.
That was Gold Throne, and you can't go back then.
Yeah, we
we
Right, that
really
place.
we
fine.
fucked that place up.
Hey, where'd that one come from? Did he just portal in as well?
Who are you? Come on.
Huh?
Just answer their questions.
My name is Piri. Hey.
Piri.
Hey, yeah.
Piri Hay, what
No.
kind of name is that?
No.
All right, Dad.
I mean, I didn't think we were going on a second name basis here. My name's Piri Adara. Okay, who are you?
Torman. Son of Torman.
Torman, son of Torman. Cool.
So the clan have pulled that out of my head.
I'm not going to lie, my friend. It's quite funny to watch fishing boats get ripped apart by clacks. We make bets sometimes on who's going to survive. It's quite a good laugh.
You gamble on people's lives?
Chaotic neutral, everybody. Way.
I'm sure they fish him out of the water.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've won quite a bit of money actually betting on the clacks, so they're good friends of mine.
Oh. Well, that's horrifying.
Or maybe we'll keep walking until we see the gold glittery rocks
Let's do that.
instead.
There is a song I used to listen to, and one of the lyrics was "All that glitters is gold," but
Oh,
I can't.
a shanty song?
A shanty song.
in
yeah.
Aerois.
Sounds like a very piratey
It's a
song.
very piratey song.
You can sing it along the way.
Tom's gone.
Has it?
Again.
Has it? Did it? You making that canon, Mark? You rely on that?
I'm not saying anything.
But it also does absorb that power.
But
By the sounds of it.
what power source have we got?
We have one.
That's the need to know
just have
basis,
one.
Piri.
All right. I mean,
I'm just gonna lean to Lucius and go, Brookstoned, while looking dead at Perry.
what's
There's
the
a lot of big pointy green ears.
what?
Goblins. There's lots of goblins.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, tell me when we're in there alone, right? I mean,
Well, you'll see it.
same team, right?
You don't need to. We got a power source.
Okay. Sure.
You don't need to know that we got it from Starvin, do we?
Well, that's why I was asking about the magic power, how much power is actually in the storms, and you then immediately thought I was, part of Starbane's whole thing.
Starbane? What? Hang on.
Sentry, there's a lot more to the Abbey than you know so far.
How did you escape?
After
Hey, should I be around for this? You normally shoo me away when you talk about this stuff.
You might as well stay for this bit.
Fine.
And
perfect.
you, Aerois.
after
Yeah.
And it is not very common in Gusthaven. Generally, when our dead die, we burn them and then scatter them to the winds, as has been our tradition with many people.
Will is important.
That said, obviously I know you are not from Gusthaven. There is a high priestess.
Yeah, we'll resurrect him.
Boom over the side. Now you are fire.
Just kick his beak off the side.
I would recommend you speak with the Light Seer at the Temple of Siaska. They're called the Chains.
Wow.
I don't know they exist.
But that's not a Lucius thing. I think Nova, you probably would have read about it in like a newspaper or like a scholarly journal talking about the wonders of Sky City technology, the world of tomorrow.
Slums.
If they can't,
City, whole buildings dangled through the air.
Yeah, they'd be more like low income housing.
Yeah.
if they can't pay, eject.
Just chip it off.
I kind of like that, yeah, kind
Like
of.
cut the cords.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Quill, you begin feeling this build-up of energy.
So I know that if the question can't be answered, it doesn't
expend
a
a
charge.
charge. Yes.
So I will very specifically look at him and ask, who sent you to kill us?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
walls of just scrolls and parchments. And whilst it is categorized, you need the assistance of the priests of Hesper to help you find stuff. Also, it's everything. It's not just important, like, tell me where the blade of Galgoth is. It's like turnip farming, a guide written by A. Plumbus. It's like there's just loads of garbage here as well.
I love that guy.
A. Plumbus.
I love A. Plumbus.
Aaron Plumbus.
Very consistent work.
He loves farming. He loves it.
I'm really hoping Mark has written down A. Plumbus, and we'll just find like the
I
works
want
of
that
A.
novel.
Plumbus.
Theoretical situation.
Yes.
Starbane's back, and he's amassing a big army, and we're gonna go fight them.
Theoretically.
I'm sorry. Perhaps I've misunderstood. You mean the mythological, the figure from Aerois' history, the tyrant?
But yeah.
He comes back to Aerois, and y'all go and fight him in your airship.
This airship will be right at the front line.
Yeah, front line. The leading force.
we're just trying to put the most dangerous
Well, I mean-
situation possible in your head to see what you do.
Yeah, theoretically.
It's obviously impossible. It could never.
Crazy.
Absolutely. I guess. I wonder why I was there, I suppose. Why y'all didn't just leave me back somewhere else while you went off to fight.
We bring Starbane onto the ship, and we're having a fine course meal. What are you cooking?
Okay, so what's the plan now? We've got however many days until the airship is done. We've got a load of time until the hideout is done. I guess, is that what we're calling it? Hideout?
I don't know. I guess so.
I know we're in the place that it's being built, but we should get used to the concept of keeping that secret.
So we need a name
Okay.
for it.
The hideout.
Perfect. We'll just call it that, in the open.
Yes.
That works fine.
Our secret base.
Clubhouse.
Secret hidey hole.
Underneath my old estate.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
We can work on that.
I haven't eaten
We can
yet.
work on it.
Sprocket turns. He's like, "Well, Lord Evernesto, great to see you again. Heard you were arrested.
Yes, but charges were dropped.
As long as you're not, being thrown off the island anytime soon.
No, I'm still here.
Not that it matters. We've got your gold anyway.
Yes.
It's a very forward business.
I don't see the point in all that talking around each other nonsense. Waste of time.
Sure.
I've got a ship to build.
But our fair share of that.
Speaking of, what do you think?
I mean, so far,
I'm clapping like a vibrating rate.
She's a beauty. She's one of the best I've ever worked on, I've got to say. The redundant engine setup has been quite the little mechanical problem for me to solve, but I think I've got it.
I think you've got it.
amazing.
Perfect.
On your port side, you can see on the distant horizon just the shape of very faint little islands and mountains, which must be the Starfall Archipelago. And you begin making your way as you sail.
And above and behind us is the silhouette of Gusthaven, and then over the top, Aerois.
There you
Wow,
go.
they have the whole
Title
letter.
screen.
Dun dun.
Finally, we're at the intro.
Dun dun dun.